Welcome to August, aka the month when our kids head back to school. And I mean, we love them, right? But we're ready to send them back to class, right? Right. Oh, I almost forgot. Today is a very special episode of Locally Louisiana because it's my birthday! Leo season, baby. I'm excited to share my special day with all of you. So let's dive into today's show. Let's do it. The Jefferson Parish Sheriff's Office is looking for the best and the brightest to help make JP the place to be. Sergeant Brandon Veal has the details on employment opportunities if you're ready to make a difference in our community. We'll hit up the Baton Rouge theater beat with Amy Himel Gomez. And we'll take a field trip to a legendary Metairie restaurant. Shortstop PoBoys has been crafting lunch and dinner for a long time. And we'll introduce you to the family who has the perfect po' boy for every member of your family. Are you looking for a job where you can make a difference? Well, the Jefferson Parish Sheriff's Office could be an option for you. Our community's best and brightest are always welcome to apply. And we have the very special guest here to tell us more about working with the JPSO. Please welcome Sergeant Brandon Veal to Locally Louisiana. Thank you, Sergeant Veal.
Thank you for having me.
Oh man, we're excited for you to be here.
I'm excited to be here.
Don't arrest me, I'm just kidding.
Definitely won't.
But thank you for joining us. We really appreciate it. And for you to come in and talk about just some opportunities for people, because times are pretty hard right now.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Understood.
yeah. So when we think of the sheriff's office, we immediately think of like deputies on patrol. But
Correct.
Are there other opportunities that the JPSO have?
The JPSO has many. We're a very large agency. We don't just deal with the law enforcement functions of the parish. We're the tax collectors for the parish. There's many different things on the law enforcement side and the civilian side.
Okay, nice. Now, do you all hire once a year, or is it kind of quarterly? How does that work necessarily?
Look, the JPSO is always hiring. There's not one specific time that we actually hire.
Okay, so I know that there's going to be the 2025 Police Academy coming.
Yes, yes.
Is there a deadline? Is it coming up quick?
Well, the actual deadline is September 6th of this year. So
Okay.
that deadline is kind of closing in on us a little bit. And the academy actually starts on January 6th.
Okay, so September 6th, make sure that you go out and
Yes,
you apply if you want to be in the police academy.
Correct.
So are there certain qualifications when it comes to applying, maybe age, transferring from another department into your department?
Yes, well, we want to make sure you're of age, obviously, before you apply. High school diploma or GED equivalent. And as far as the lateral program, we do have a lateral program with JPSO. So anybody who's post-certified with the state and is in current good standings with the state, they can apply. They don't have to wait for a special date to try to join us.
Wow, okay. So if you're in another department, it's easy to transfer. I like that.
Yes.
Because sometimes people are wondering how complicated that'll be, you know, if you want to kind of move up or move over.
Yes, and on the outside, I can understand that, you know, looking at the broad scope of it, that it could be a little complicated. But no, it's fill out the application, and then there's an interview process following.
I like it. I like it. So let's find out a little bit about you and your career with the JPSO. How long have you been with the Sheriff's Department?
I started in December 2007.
Wow.
So I'm at 16 years in December. We'll make 17 years.
Congratulations.
Thank you. It's
I don't
moving
know
fast.
I don't know what 17 years at a job look like at all. So you are rocking and rolling. So was there a specific moment in your life when you basically knew that you wanted to join the police department?
You know, Kaniko, I don't know if it was a specific moment, but I think, look, as a young kid watching cop shows and being young and, you know, cops and robbers.
Bad boys.
Right, exactly. For whatever reason, I think a period of life, you know, you kind of grew up a little bit and you don't think about it as much. Yeah. But I think around that 19, 20 years old, I started to get a little bit serious and decided this is what I wanted to do. I started when I was 20.
Now, do you have a favorite moment on the job that made you realize, like, okay, I'm doing the right thing?
Oh, do you have enough airtime? I have.
We might have a few more minutes for that.
I have moments. I mean,
Yes.
I've served in numerous capacities within the sheriff's office, in the patrol division, corrections, narcotics, FBI task force, and I'm currently assigned to the public information office for the past 2 years. So,
FBI task force.
yes, I've been around a little bit.
You got any secrets you can tell us?
Classified.
Oh, okay, all right. Well, so if someone wanted to learn a little bit more about working for the JPSO, where can they find that information?
They can visit jpsojobs.com. They can visit our JPSO webpage. They can check with us on Facebook, and there'll be postings.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much
No
for
problem.
coming. Have
Thank
a
you.
great day.
You too.
The theater scene is buzzing, and Baton Rouge seems to be the mecca of all things art. Playmakers in Theater Baton Rouge are leading the charge in getting not only the adults involved, but also the young actors. Here to give us all the details is Amy Himel Gomez. Amy, welcome to Locally Louisiana.
Thank you, Kaniqua.
Oh, we're so excited to have you here.
I'm excited too.
Yay. Now tell us a little bit more about yourself and how you got into the theater scene.
Well, I got to the theater scene way back in 1991 whenever I was a kid. I did theater in class in junior high, and I stuck with it, went to LSU, got my BA in performance.
Yes.
And I could have moved anywhere and pursued that life of an actor, but I want to stay in the community and really help lead the charge, I should say, to help the youth find their spotlight on the stage. So that's why I chose to stay in theater education.
That's awesome. And you direct a lot of plays in Baton Rouge right now. Tell us how you became a director of so many organizations in Baton Rouge.
Yeah, so I work for Playmakers as a director there. So Todd Henry, who is also someone from LSU back in our day,
Yes.
he had reached out to me to teach a camp quite a few years ago at Playmakers. And so a couple of years later, he had reached out to me again. He said, "Do you want to direct?" And I was like, "I think I'm ready," because I had been teaching, I think, about 10 years at that point, talented theater in Ascension Parish. And so I directed my first show, Judy B. Jones, with Playmakers 2 years ago. And he told me, he said, "If you want to come back every year," and I was shaking my head, yes, already.
Yes.
Because it's just amazing to be able to see how kids can really find their spotlight on the stage.
And their voice,
And
too,
their voice.
which is absolutely amazing. Now, Playmakers has some good things happening around up the summer, and you're directing.
I
So tell us
am.
more about what Playmakers has going on for the rest of the season.
So currently we are rehearsing James and the Giant Peach. We're getting that ready. We open August 16th, and it's going to run August 16th through August 25th. So we have just about maybe I think 2.5 weeks left of rehearsal, and I'm really lucky to be able to work with a choreographer named Joffrey Harris Jr. and a musical director, Lisa Smith. They are also the team I've worked with at Playmakers, and we always call it a dream team. They're amazing to work with. So all the kids that come in are kids that are from the Baton Rouge area, from Zachary, I mean, all over. And it's just amazing to see how they really come in and want to put a show together and truly build a team and a family.
That's amazing.
And that's what makes a show magical.
So you've also worked with Theater Baton Rouge a little bit, right? So can you talk a little bit more about how they've made an impact and maybe what they have coming up on the horizon?
Sure thing. For Theater Baton Rouge, I've been very lucky to work on the education side of things. So this is also my third year where I've been working on workshops. So I'm very, very, very passionate about working on technique, teaching actors, young actors, and even adult actors, you know, whoever wants to come in, come on. I love teaching technique, like improv, which is my favorite. Character building, character development. I love doing those things. So I've been very fortunate to teach fall workshops, spring workshops, and summer camps that they offer. And I always teach, they always have me teaching the little ones, which I don't mind at all because, you know, it's a lot of fun. Well, we call it.
Well, that's where the theater starts.
That's right. It has to start to me, the youngest that they can get on that stage and really play, and they don't think about, they don't have any inhibitions.
Yeah.
They're very creative. They
Because
just
the
wanna
world
play.
is real at that point.
Exactly. So that's where they start, and then they just build that confidence and that creativity.
Are there any other theater programs, events, etc., that we need to look forward to and look out for?
Absolutely. So in addition to Playmakers and Theater Baton Rouge, we have Louisiana Shakespeare Company out there in the Baton Rouge area. Jennifer Bouquet has worked with a fabulous team in launching, and they did a production just recently. They have Midsummer Night's Dream coming up. They're going to do a co-production with 30 by 90 in Mandeville. So again, all about bridging that community, and no matter how far, right?
Yes.
So they have their auditions coming up September 21st for Midsummer Night's Dream, and they will run January 18th through February 2nd. Ascension Community Theater has auditions for Frankenstein on August 22nd and the 23rd, and that will run October 10th through the 20th for that production. There's even more.
Oh, we got more and
There's
more. Yes,
There's more.
feed me.
Sullivan Theater is a relatively new theater in Central.
Nice.
And they have a run of the production of Mousetrap coming up August 23rd through September 1st. And then She Loves Me will audition on August 3rd, and it will run October 18th through the 27th. And then they'll have their production of Winter Wondrettes December 6th through the 15th, and auditions will all be posted on their website, which we have all the links to all
Yes, we will make sure that we have all those
all
links.
the things. In addition to Sullivan and their productions coming up, myself and Katie Sills Thibodeau, who I know you know.
Katie
She's
Sills!
a professional in
Katie.
the theater community.
And an amazing singer, by the way.
Amazing singer. She was in Beauty and the Beast, by the way.
She was just in Beauty and the Beast.
Yes, and she was amazing. I mean, she always lights up that stage. So she and I are working with Sullivan to build their educational program and start workshops there. And again, kids and adults, because we want everyone to be able to have opportunities and access to theater education.
I love, love, love that. Remember last month when we brought you to Baton Rouge for our profile on pickleball? Well, the little game with the funny name is about to take over Morial Convention Center with a little help from a Super Bowl champ. Drew Brees brings us his second annual NOLA Pickle Fest, August 7th through the 11th. This festival-style pickleball tournament benefits the Brees Dream Foundation, which aims to improve the quality of life for cancer patients and provide care, education, and opportunities for children and families in need. Want to check out the action in person? Well, this event is open to the public, but a $10 general admission donation will be required for Saturday the 10th. Up next, we've got a fever, and the only prescription is a delicious po' boy. We are headed to Shortstop PoBoys when Locally Louisiana returns. Locally Louisiana is all about great people, great places, and even better food. And Shortstop Po' Boy is all of the above. That's why we took our show on the road onto Transcontinental and Airline to talk with the folks at Shortstop Po' Boys. Russell Hendrick is the man with the master plan, and Jonathan Trapp is his first hand. Welcome to the show, you guys. It's so amazing to have.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us here. We're really excited to be here. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. So, it's my first time here. It's a customer's first time here. Why do they need to select Shortstop Po' Boy as their stop for lunch or dinner?
Well, because we're called Shortstop. We're quick. Some people don't have a lot of time. Some people have a lot of time. A lot of people only have 15, 20, 30 minutes for lunch. You know, we do it fast. We take phone orders, online orders, Uber orders, and our service on the line is quick also. We do get busy, you know, but we move pretty quickly.
I've seen busy. We walked through the door and it was terribly busy. So what are your best sellers here at Shortstop?
Our best seller is roast beef. And along with that, barbecue roast beef. They kind of go hand in hand together. And then from there, it's the shrimp.
You cannot go wrong with a good shrimp po' boy.
Not here in Louisiana.
At all here in Louisiana, especially in
Absolutely.
New Orleans. If
Absolutely.
you can't do a shrimp po' boy, you shouldn't be in business. Am I right?
That's right, yes.
So how did Shortstop Po' Boy get started? Where did the vision come from?
It came, I came from a family of 7 kids, and my dad was a food broker. And he traveled around South Louisiana selling food products to grocery stores. And always wanted to open up his own business, and grocery store was what he needed to feed his family, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So he and another gentleman partnered up, and they bought this Shortstop, actually his little corner mom and pop grocery store right out there in the parking lot, back in 1966. And we sold everything. I mean, it was like a supermarket in one little bitty corner grocery store.
Yeah, your
Lots of
neighborhood.
mom and pop grocery stores back in the 60s. You know, in this neighborhood, there were 3 or 4 mom and pop grocery stores within 2 blocks of each other. And we sold fresh meats, fresh produce, all kinds of groceries, ice cream, milk. We sold everything. And we used to have the maids from the Candlelight Inn and the guys who worked at Garden of Memories, the cemetery right there, coming in at lunchtime every day to buy something for lunch. And they'd buy them little shorty po' boys. And one person would buy a jar of mayonnaise, one would buy a head of lettuce, one would buy a tomato, and they'd go outside, sit underneath the big oak trees
And make their sandwiches.
make their sandwiches. And we sold cold cuts. So they'd buy, 25 cents worth of luncheon meat or salami or hog's head cheese and make their sandwich. Finally, one day, one of my parents said, why don't we put the meat on the sandwich for them, the lettuce and tomatoes, and make a po' boy? So we started that way, and then my mom cooked a crock pot of roast beef. And that crock pot of roast beef got bigger and bigger and bigger, and now we do probably 150 to 200 pounds of roast beef a day. So that's how it started. Back in
what now?
1966.
Just a couple pounds of roast beef a day.
The po' boys weren't right away, but it evolved, and then eventually the po' boys took over, and the groceries went away. And obviously there's no groceries now.
Oh my goodness. So I hear there's a potential change in leadership. But you're still keeping it in the family.
Oh, yeah,
Because family
absolutely.
is very
Yeah.
important.
Yeah.
So would we like to go ahead and introduce your first-hand man right here, Mr. Jonathan?
My first-hand man here, Jonathan Trapp, second cousin. He's worked for us when he was in high school, actually.
It's my first job.
Wow.
And he graduated from high school and went off to bigger and better things, right?
Live life a little bit.
And then heard that his cousin was trying to get out of the business. And so he left his employment at
Pat O'Brien.
Pat O'Brien's. And he was a manager at Pat O'Brien's, and came over and talked to me. Before he left, we spoke. And I said, I need somebody to take my place.
Wow.
And he says, I think I can do that.
I got your back.
Yeah.
Wow.
So we're working on it.
That's amazing. So for you, how does it feel taking the mantle with such an established restaurant like Shortstop?
It feels good.
Yeah.
It's a lot to take on. It's a lot to learn, but confidence will make it happen.
Yes, all the time. So I want to see some po' boys made and maybe try one. So let's head to the back.
Sure.
Is that good?
Let's do that.
Yes. Okay, so while you're doing this, let's talk a little bit, Jonathan, since you're going to be the new head of the table. What would you consider your favorite po' boy here, and then also your favorite dessert?
I'd say the shrimp po' boy is one of my favorite. I eat at least one a week, without a doubt. We have an amazing key lime pie. You should try that out.
Key lime pie.
Delicious.
I love it. All right, so we're going to do a shrimp po' boy.
Yeah. So
Let's see what skills
this
we
is
got.
our regular 9-inch. Dressed here is mayonnaise, lettuce, tomato. We also offer pickles, jalapenos, onions, tartar sauce, cocktail sauce, Creole mustard, whichever you like.
Don't get nervous.
No, too late. We hand batter all our shrimp every
A
morning.
lot of shrimp.
All our sandwiches are cut in half. We'll wrap it up and serve it to you.
I'm so excited.
Here you go.
I got a po'-boy.
So this pot this is the beef, the whole beef that you saw.
Yes.
Gets sliced and it's cooked in its own natural gravy. So we take the gravy out, we add all the ingredients to the gravy,
Wow.
and we boil it down to it starts to fall apart, and that's what tenderizes the beef.
That looks so good.
And we serve each pot like this is 50 pounds of roast beef.
Wow.
So we do about 3 or 4 pots a day on a normal day.
Wow. So would you say that this is one of your favorites?
Oh God, this is the favorite.
The favorite?
The favorite. Yeah. This is the favorite. Okay, so this is our debris roast beef. This takes from start to finish. It takes us about 2 to 3 days to process a roast beef po' boy. Time from cooking it raw to cooling it, slicing it, then making the gravy, adding our ingredients to the fresh gravy, and then boiling down the beef till it's nice and tender. And this is what we come out with right here.
It smells so good. And it's juicy.
And it's dripping, yes.
Here we go. That right there is it. And I don't usually do cheese. Listen, it's sloppy, it's flavorful, it's juicy. And you know I like it because it's got tomatoes on it and I don't eat tomatoes. But listen, no, that's a testament to how good it is. Oh my God, absolutely delicious. You guys have got something insane here. It is amazing, and thank y'all for allowing us to come in. So tell everybody where they can find you.
We are located at 119 Transcontinental Drive, 1 block off the airline in Metairie.
And where can we find you on the interwebs?
You can find us at www.shortstoppoboys.com. Available for phone orders, 504-885-4572. Uber Eats, online orders. You can find us online, same thing, Shortstop Po' Boys. You can go to our website and go directly to online ordering also.
Okay, I was just gonna
Do it all
ask
right
you
there.
that, and that's
Yeah.
where they can do everything.
Sure.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Well, thank you guys again for this amazing experience. I cannot wait to come back, and it was a pleasure to meet you guys. Like
Same here.
seriously.
Same here.
Aw,
We enjoyed having you.
thanks.
Glad you enjoyed the food.